Welcome back to another episode of Hanashi Round. Today with episode 12 of Kami no To.
This episode, it ended my desire of this show being something that it clearly isn't, and I started to enjoy it as a shounen.
All right, at least something.
Right.
Yeah, I think I know where you're coming from. Of course, it's a continuation of last week. The test is still going on with the net dolphins and goblins and whatnot. We see a lot of the fight between the princesses, and yeah, it seems like a total dire situation. Of course, and Dorsey is not picking up on killing Anak, but instead helping her. And together they fight the sheep guy.
Yeah, a very shonen-esque, the whole thing. Like them
absolutely.
teaming up,
it's like,
and then this...
I'm your enemy, but now suddenly I'm not anymore.
Right.
It was the whole Goku Vegeta thing all over again. Which is alright. It's alright. I mean, I expected a different kind of show. Now we know what kind of show it is. It's basically shonen. Even Yoru started becoming more proactive in this episode. He actually did some shit. Like, it even started out with, well, we can always depend on Yoru. He's always doing the right thing. He's always acting up on his own and defending his own. I was like, what episodes have you seen that I haven't seen? Like, whenever Yoru appears, except for the first episode where he fights the eel thing, he had to be rescued or he had to be helped by someone else to get through. He has really never done anything by himself.
So even in this episode, he's responsible for the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So he had like 3 minutes of real action. So yeah, no big development on his front in terms of becoming the main character. But we got one thing, and this is what I maybe like kind of what you wanted from the last episode. Like Rak was fighting some of this, or was attacking the Oni goblin dudes, which was something you wanted him to do from the last episode.
Yeah, that is true. He finally reacted in a way that I thought that is more befitting of Rak. Though I have one thing. Did Rak have a tail before?
Not sure.
And anyway, I was confused when he was running downhill. He didn't have a tail, and I was like, didn't he have one before? I'm sure he had, but I can't say. I don't know. In any case, yeah, he fought, and it was cool, and it started out with, yes, finally, he's doing something, and then he didn't do that much.
Yeah, it didn't.
Which was alright. It was alright. I kind of hoped for him to go all savage and destroy everything.
Yeah, but they needed to have this unnecessarily convoluted plot point to be unraveled, like to make any kind of sense again. The whole point with these, I don't know what these creatures were, that were like supposed to eat what the net dolphins eat or something, that came out of the worms now or something. They were supposed to hunt the net dolphins and eat the net dolphins, and that's why to not disturb the net dolphins they had to take care of them. So in this case they took care of them at the same time as the goblins, which is not the unsmartest thing, I guess, but still, it would have been more fun if there was an actual like all-out fight and not a big plan reveal thing. For in my opinion, it would have been easier to just scrap certain parts of the whole setup, because certain parts of the setup, like these creatures that eat the net dolphins, were only in this to make sense in this episode, that like a distraction kind of thing. That's their only purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
So if they would have scrapped them from the explanation in the first place, from the whole plot, it wouldn't have been that confusing, and the group could have just dealt with these Oni creatures in a different way, maybe more fighting. But okay, I mean, like that's just some kind of criticism. I just feel that that it was too confusing without any reason behind it. It shouldn't have been that convoluted. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but as we noticed with a lot of things in this anime, many things are more convoluted than they should be or must be.
It doesn't excuse anything.
I know. Like, I enjoyed that Yuri? Yeah, that Yuri appeared in this episode, and she is really kick-ass and pretty awesome.
And that's what really, like, they fought this sheep dude, and he was pretty strong, against Endorsi and Anak. And then when they were on the verge of defeat, Yuri appears and basically saves them. And that's where, for me, the shounen curtain fell, because it was such a I don't know, such a Dragon Ball-esque thing. Like the whole fight, I feel like the Anak being on the ground, impaled, bleeding, someone stepping on her, and she's like, I'm going to die now, and then the super awesome characters coming in and just like with just one finger is kind of punching a hole in the ground and nearly killing that dude. It was so shonen, so Dragon Ballish.
Yeah, totally. It could have been out of One Punch Man, where they are struggling with the fight and defeat and so on, and then One Punch Man comes along and he's like, oh, hello, sorry to be late, snip, and it's done.
Kind of.
I mean, I like her, and I enjoy that we finally get a female character that is strong, unlike most shonen anime where the female characters, they seem strong, but in the end they turn out to be losers and don't.
But so far I feel like this show didn't lack strong female characters.
The female characters seem to have a quite important role and have a quite high level of strength or finesse in general in the whole thing. Which is cool.
So there's one thing that I don't get, and I'm pretty sure we're not I don't know anymore what I'm supposed to get and what not, even especially with the feedback from some of the Reddit posts where people are trying to explain to us what was missing from the webtoon. And I'm more at ease with the thought that I don't understand everything by now, but like the fact that they call her the Ranka princess, doesn't that mean she already climbed the tower? Isn't that kind of how it works, that the Ranka is someone who climbed the tower and was on top and was like, hey, I'm here, okay, now you can be a Ranka? Isn't that's how I understood it? Yeah, okay.
That's how I understood it as well, and I was like, alright, she's a princess and she climbed the tower before.
What she's even doing
extra
then?
Special?
I mean, like, what's the purpose then there?
Yeah, maybe she is looking for new swords, because she has the whole collection of swords, which I first thought is the whole collection of the 13 months. But maybe there is even different ignition swords out there that she is trying to collect for herself. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to.
Maybe it's just a new game plus. She finished the main game and now she's just repeating it for the fun of it, with all her powers.
She's bored out of her mind. She needs a challenge.
Right.
It's basically Dark Souls for her.
Right.
That is almost the entire episode. Of course, we have our big twist reveal cliffhanger in the end.
Yeah, but one thing first. We have this. Kun 2.0 appearing. Kun with short hair.
Right.
And I'm not sure. I feel like they even had the same voice actor. I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to really tell them apart.
I think it was a different voice actor. He had a more...
And maybe it's just speaking in a different tone. Maybe it's like this.
Maybe
It's like this, or maybe it's like this. It's just I don't know.
You're right. I thought there was a different voice. At first, I thought it's the same one. I thought Future Kun appeared.
I feel like maybe it's a clone. That's just what I want to get at. Maybe they're all clones.
Well, nothing will shock me anymore. There is aliens, there is monsters, there is fantasy, magic, and if there's clones, sure, so be it.
Right.
Maybe Kun put himself once into the bag, but he forgot about it and he created a clone.
Oh, nice. Maybe. Yeah, maybe, why not? So, notably, something notably happened at another point. Dorsey was calling Anak a friend. I just want to point that out, just for...
Yeah, and they want to have lunch together,
right,
or dinner together.
Isn't that cute?
They want to eat. Yes, it's adorable.
So...
And now they will be best friends, except when it comes to Yoru, and they will fight over him.
That wasn't stated, but maybe.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure. And Dorsey, even now, especially after what happened in the end of that episode, and Dorsey will follow up on Yoru, and Anak doesn't want to be left behind, and she is like all over Yoru as well. And I don't know. For some reason, I see a big harem trope coming up.
We'll see about that. So just the cheap guy gets crushed, and I want to note that I like the inclusion of blood.
Yeah, I'm happy they didn't get rid of blood. The only thing is what annoyed me again, but it's a typical anime trope. Someone is blown beyond death and smithereens and they still talk for half an hour. It's like 5 minutes of dialogue still happening after they died.
Right.
I really hate when they do that. I would love for a character for once just to suddenly die, and everyone is like, oh no, let's talk to him, the final words, and he is already dead, and no one can talk to them because they're dead.
Yeah, but he had to give some exposition.
I know, that's the whole thing they always have to do, and that's probably why they don't die immediately, otherwise how can you get off that sweet exposition?
Right. So the Stranger Things monster attacks the bubble of where Yore and Rachel are camping in, and they give him some kind of excuse to lift a finger for once, and and he does.
Shock.
Yeah, it's not too much really action going on. He shoots some water and the thing just avoids it, and then he gets swallowed and blows it to pieces with his yellow blast now. So it's...
Yeah, and I want to say he does the same trick again as he did with the eel. He gets eaten first and then he blows it up.
Oh, I didn't...
So he's doing the same trick twice already.
Right, I didn't even pick up on that. But that's true and sad. And we have some stuff we all also discussed in, I think, some episodes ago. The Rachel thing. Two things. First, is she really paralyzed? And I said I really want her to be paralyzed because I want that to be some kind of hindrance to the whole plot that she can't move. And I hope that they don't reverse that. And yeah, maybe she was never paralyzed. I don't know. Apparently not, because she just... Oh, praise the Lord, I can walk again. She just get up from that seat and pushed him off the bubble, which also includes one of my or our hopes and predictions that she is going to be a trainer and is using Yoda for some reasons. Or is she?
I don't know. I have a feeling there was some kind of special deal with the directors telling her, oh, well, if you do this and that, I will give you something in return, blah, blah.
Maybe
I don't know if she is... I really kind of wish by now that she was definitely evil and planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous at some point.
Yeah, she is... She just seems too opportunistic and weak-minded by now, which is unfortunate.
I would even go that far and give her so much credit that she just got bought by some of the rankers or the director. I could see that the director was like, your friend Yoru, he's way too weak. He's going to die anyways. So if you push him off the bubble, then he will survive. And like she gets manipulated just to save him, kind of, like she's not really a traitor to kill him or something. She's just trying to get him off the tower game, kind of, so to make sure that he's going to survive.
Yeah, I understand, but that would be super boring.
Yeah, that would be very boring. So but I still don't see that that's not how it is.
You're right, I guess, again.
Maybe we'll see.
I have nothing to say to that, because I expected her to betray them again. I thought that she wouldn't be able to walk, and that she is not clearly an evil mastermind kinda annoys me too. I really hope that she would be like the anti-kun and just push back in a way and have a whole plan that no one else was able to decipher. But it just seems too simple, and especially her pushing him down, I don't understand what she's hoping from that. I guess we get it in the next episode.
Which is the last episode. Yeah.
This one already felt really, really final in the sense of we didn't have a clear-cut ending. The ending song was running while we had animations and stuff going on.
Yeah. Setting up the cliffhanger kind of ending.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we got that feather thing that Yuri gave the tracksuit guy and told him to give it to Yore and meet her at floor 77, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah. My memory serves me right. So there's another. Yore is the MC, so we can be very sure that he's not going to die and he's not going
and he has to pass the test, otherwise the whole group is kicked out, right. And we can't have that.
So
it's basically his last chance, and it's the last chance for the other people. And if he fails, everyone fails, and the anime would be over. Which we don't want, of course. So
I know. I think it would be very anticlimactic, but it would be interesting to end an anime like that. Like, we have this shonen-esque thing, and he is trying to do that, and in the last episode he dies, and it ends, and it's really the end. I think that would be an interesting.
It would be a nice thing for once if something that drastic would happen, but I don't count on it.
But I totally switch out the MC. Like, Yoru dies and then someone else gets the job. Hey, I'm the main character now.
Anna could be the MC. She is more interesting. I like her. And she has a better backstory. She has a better motivation, and so on and so forth. A very simple motivation of taking revenge, but, it's better. Please, audience, tell us what you thought about the betrayal of Rachel. Was it very obvious to you as well, or was it unexpected?
Does she have an evil plan to murder everyone to get her own goal fulfilled, or is it just her plan to save Yore? Tell us what you think in the comments. And of course,
just tell us what you think, and no spoilers as usual, please.
We're going to spoil you on something. Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Anyways, so don't forget to subscribe, of course, so you don't miss out on our last analysis of the last episode and, of course, of the whole season. And if you agree with us, as always, leave a thumbs up.
Tell us in the comments below what you think. In any case, see you next time.
Bye.